Today I am excited to share with you 5 powerful ways to develop an unstoppable mindset. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the chaos and lose sight of our goals and dreams. We often find ourselves facing challenges and setbacks that can leave us feeling defeated and discouraged. But I'm here to tell you that you are not alone in this struggle. In fact, it's a common experience that we all go through at some point in our lives. The good news is, by listening to this message, you can turn things around and cultivate an unbreakable mindset that will propel you towards success and fulfillment. So get ready to discover the 5 key principles that will help you develop an unstoppable mindset. Let's get started. Starting with number 5. The 5th way to have an unstoppable mindset is taking massive action. We live in a world where information is at our fingertips. We have access to endless resources and knowledge, all at the click of a button. We can learn about anything and everything, but what good is all this knowledge if we do not put it into action? As the saying goes, knowledge is power, but only if it is applied. You see, having an unstoppable mindset is not just about having a positive attitude or setting goals. It is about taking massive action towards those goals. It is about putting in the work, day in and day out, to make your dreams a reality. It is about being relentless in your pursuit of success. So what does it mean to take massive action? It means going above and beyond what is expected. It means pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and doing things that may seem uncomfortable or even scary. It means taking risks and being willing to fail. It means being proactive and not waiting for opportunities to come to you, but creating your own opportunities. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jack. Jack had big dreams of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He had read all the books, attended all the seminars, and listened to all the podcasts about how to achieve success. But he never took any action. He was waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect idea, the perfect opportunity. He was waiting for success to come to him. But success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who take massive action. And that is exactly what Jack did. He started by taking small steps, making phone calls, networking, and putting himself out there. He faced rejection and failure, but he did not let it stop him. He kept taking massive action, and eventually his hard work paid off. Today, Jack is a successful entrepreneur, and he attributes his success to taking massive action. Now, I am not saying that taking massive action is easy. It requires dedication, discipline, and hard work. But the rewards are worth it. When you take massive action, you are constantly moving forward, making progress towards your goals. You are not standing still, waiting for something to happen. You are creating your own success. One of the biggest obstacles to taking massive action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But as I always say, fear is not real. It is a product of our thoughts. And just like we can create fear in our minds, we can also create courage. Courage to take that first step, to make that phone call, to ask for that promotion, to start that business. I want you to imagine for a moment what your life would look like if you took massive action towards your goals. What would you be able to achieve? How would you feel? Now, I want you to imagine what your life would look like if you continued to wait for success to come to you. Would you have any regrets? Would you feel fulfilled? The truth is, we only have one life to live, and we have a choice. We can either take massive action and create the life we want, or we can sit back and watch life pass us by. I know which option I choose, and I hope you will choose the same. Now, I want to address a common misconception about taking massive action. Many people think that taking massive action means working 24/7, sacrificing their health and relationships for success. But that is not the case. Taking massive action means being efficient with your time, prioritizing what is important, and finding a balance between work and personal life. It means working smarter, not harder. Another important aspect of taking massive action is being consistent. It is not enough to take massive action once in a while. Success is built on daily habits and routines. It is about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It is about being consistent in your efforts and not giving up when things get tough. So how can you start taking massive action today? The first step is to identify your goals and create a plan of action. Break down your goals into smaller, actionable steps. Then, start taking those steps one at a time. Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. Focus on what you can do today to move closer to your goals. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who will support and motivate you. Find a mentor who has achieved what you want to achieve and learn from them. And most importantly, believe in yourself and your abilities. You have the power within you to take massive action and create the life you desire. Now, to the fourth way to have an unstoppable mindset. Before we dive into our topic, I want you to take a moment and think about the word gratitude. What does it mean to you? For some, it may be a simple expression of thanks, while for others, it may hold a deeper meaning. But one thing is for sure, gratitude is a powerful emotion that has the ability to transform our lives. So let me ask you this. Have you ever stopped and truly appreciated everything that you have in your life? Have you ever taken a moment to be grateful for the air you breathe, the food you eat, the roof over your head, the people in your life, and the opportunities that come your way? If your answer is yes, then I commend you, my friend. But if your answer is no, then I urge you to start practicing gratitude today. You see, gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a mindset. It is a way of looking at the world with a sense of appreciation and thankfulness. And when we cultivate this mindset, we open ourselves up to a world of abundance and endless possibilities. Now, you may be wondering, how does gratitude relate to having an unstoppable mindset? Well, my friends, let me tell you. Gratitude is the fuel that powers our mindset. It is the foundation upon which we build our success and happiness. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. We stop chasing after things that we think will make us happy and start appreciating the blessings that are already present in our lives. This shift in perspective allows us to see the world in a whole new light. Instead of dwelling on our problems and setbacks, we start to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. We begin to understand that every challenge we face is a stepping stone towards our goals. And this is what an unstoppable mindset is all about, my friends. It is about seeing the good in every situation and using it to our advantage. But the benefits of gratitude do not stop there. When we practice gratitude, we also attract more positivity into our lives. The law of attraction states that we attract into our lives what we focus on. So when we focus on the good and express gratitude for it, we attract more good into our lives. It's like a ripple effect. The more we appreciate, the more we receive. Moreover, gratitude also helps us to stay grounded and humble. It reminds us that we are not entitled to anything and that everything we have is a gift. This mindset of humility keeps us hungry for success, but at the same time, it keeps us grateful for what we have achieved. It prevents us from becoming complacent and drives us to keep pushing forward towards our goals. But let me be clear. Practicing gratitude does not mean that we ignore our desires and stop striving for more. It simply means that we appreciate what we have while we work towards what we want. It means that we do not let our desires consume us and rob us of the joy of the present moment. Now, you may be thinking, Jim, this all sounds great, but how do I actually practice gratitude? Well, my friends, there are many ways to cultivate a mindset of gratitude, and I will share a few with you today. Firstly, start your day with gratitude. As soon as you wake up, take a moment to think about 3 things that you are grateful for. It could be something as simple as the warm bed you slept in, or the cup of coffee waiting for you in the kitchen. This simple practice will set the tone for your day and help you to start off on a positive note. Secondly, keep a gratitude journal. Every night before you go to bed, write down 3 things that you are grateful for that day. This will not only help you to reflect on the good in your life, but also serve as a reminder to be grateful every day. Thirdly, express your gratitude to others. Take the time to thank the people in your life who have made a positive impact on you. It could be your parents, your friends, your colleagues, or even a stranger who showed you kindness. Not only will this make them feel appreciated, but it will also fill your heart with joy. And lastly, practice gratitude in difficult times. When faced with challenges, it may be hard to find things to be grateful for. But I urge you to look deeper, my friends. There is always something to be grateful for, even in the toughest of times. It could be the lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained, or the support of your loved ones. Find the silver lining and hold on to it with gratitude. And now to the third way to have an unstoppable mindset. I want to talk to you about the power of surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. As human beings, we are greatly influenced by the people we surround ourselves with. Our thoughts, beliefs, and actions are shaped by the people we spend the most time with. That is why it is crucial to be intentional about the company we keep. The people we choose to surround ourselves with can either lift us up or bring us down. They can either inspire us to reach new heights or hold us back from our full potential. So, my friends, I urge you to take a moment and think about the people you spend the most time with. Are they positive and supportive? Do they believe in your dreams and encourage you to pursue them? Or do they constantly criticize and discourage you? Do they bring out the best in you, or do they bring out the worst? These are important questions to ask ourselves, because the people we surround ourselves with have a significant impact on our mindset and ultimately our success. Now, you may be wondering, why is it so important to surround ourselves with positive and supportive people? Well, let me tell you, the answer is simple. Positive and supportive people have a contagious energy that can uplift and motivate us. They have a way of making us feel good about ourselves and our abilities. They can see the potential in us, even when we can't see it ourselves. And most importantly, they believe in us and our dreams. On the other hand, negative and unsupportive people can drain our energy and bring us down. They can make us doubt ourselves and our abilities. They can plant seeds of fear and self-doubt in our minds, making it difficult for us to move forward. And worst of all, they may not believe in us and our dreams, which can be a significant blow to our confidence and motivation. My friends, I have learned from personal experience that the people we surround ourselves with can either be our greatest assets or our biggest obstacles. When I was a young man, I had big dreams and aspirations, but I was surrounded by negative and unsupportive people. They told me that I was just a dreamer and that I would never amount to anything. They tried to bring me down to their level, and for a while they succeeded. But then I made a conscious decision to change my environment and surround myself with positive and supportive people. And let me tell you, that was one of the best decisions I ever made. These people believed in me and my dreams. They encouraged me to keep going, even when the road got tough. They challenged me to be better and to strive for greatness. And most importantly, they showed me that anything was possible if I had the right mindset and the right people by my side. Surrounding myself with positive and supportive people not only changed my mindset, but it also changed my life. It gave me the courage to pursue my dreams and to never give up, no matter how many times I failed. It gave me the strength to overcome obstacles and challenges that came my way. And it gave me the motivation to keep going, even when I felt like giving up. Now, I want to make one thing clear, my friends. Surrounding ourselves with positive and supportive people does not mean that we should only have people who agree with us and never challenge us. It means having people who genuinely care about us and want to see us succeed. It means having people who will tell us the truth, even if it's not what we want to hear. It means having people who will push us out of our comfort zones and help us grow. So how do we surround ourselves with positive and supportive people? Well, the first step is to be intentional about the company we keep. We must be selective about the people we allow into our inner circle. We must surround ourselves with people who share our values and have a positive outlook on life. We must also be willing to let go of toxic relationships that are holding us back. The second step is to seek out like-minded individuals. Join groups and communities of people who share similar goals and aspirations. Attend networking events and conferences where you can meet new people and expand your circle. And most importantly, be open to making new connections and building meaningful relationships. Lastly, my friends, we must also be positive and supportive to those around us. The law of attraction states that we attract what we put out into the world. So if we want to surround ourselves with positive and supportive people, we must also be positive and supportive ourselves. We must be the kind of person we want to attract into our lives. Which leads me to the second way to have an unstoppable mindset, and that is to embrace failure. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Failure? Why would I want to embrace something that is often seen as a negative and undesirable outcome? Well, my friends, that is exactly why I am here today. To change your perspective on failure. You see, failure is not the end. It is not a sign of weakness or incompetence. In fact, failure is a necessary step towards success. It is a crucial part of the journey towards achieving our goals and dreams. Think about it. Every successful person you admire has experienced failure at some point in their lives. From Thomas Edison to Walt Disney, they all faced numerous failures before achieving the success that we know them for today. And that is because they embraced failure and used it as a stepping stone towards their ultimate success. But why is it so important to embrace failure? Well, for one, failure teaches us valuable lessons. It shows us what works and what doesn't. It helps us identify our weaknesses and areas that need improvement. And most importantly, it builds resilience and character. You see, when we fail, it's easy to get discouraged and give up. But it is during these moments of failure that our true character is tested. It is when we face adversity that we have the opportunity to rise above it and come back stronger. Embracing failure also allows us to take risks. We often fear failure because we are afraid of the unknown and the potential consequences. But when we embrace failure, we are more willing to take risks and try new things. And it is through these risks that we discover new opportunities and reach our full potential. Now, I know it's easier said than done. Failure can be a tough pill to swallow. But the key is to change our perception of failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome, we should see it as a learning experience. We should view failure as a temporary setback, not a permanent defeat. And how do we do that? By shifting our focus from the failure itself to the lessons we can learn from it. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this failure to my advantage? What can I do differently next time? I also want to emphasize the importance of taking responsibility for our failures. It's easy to blame external factors or other people for our failures. But the truth is, we are the ones in control of our own lives. And taking responsibility for our failures allows us to take ownership of our actions and make the necessary changes to improve. But let me be clear, embracing failure does not mean seeking out failure or being careless with our actions. It means being prepared for the possibility of failure and using it as a tool for growth and improvement. And I want to share a personal example with all of you. When I first started my career as a speaker, I faced a lot of failures. I was rejected by numerous event organizers. I struggled to connect with my audience, and I made many mistakes along the way. But instead of giving up, I embraced those failures and used them to improve my craft. I learned from my mistakes. I sought out opportunities to improve, and I never gave up on my dream. And now, I am standing here in front of all of you, living my dream and inspiring others to do the same. Now, I want to talk to you about the number one way to have an unstoppable mindset. And that is by setting clear and specific goals. You see, our minds are powerful tools, and they can either work for us or against us. If we don't have a clear direction, our minds will wander and lead us astray. But when we have a clear and specific goal in mind, our minds become focused and unstoppable. Think about it. Every successful person you know has a goal. They have a clear vision of what they want to achieve, and they work tirelessly towards it. And that is the key, my friends. Having a clear and specific goal is the first step towards an unstoppable mindset. But what makes a goal clear and specific? Let me break it down for you. First and foremost, a clear and specific goal is something that you truly desire. It is not something that others want for you or something that society tells you to want. It is something that comes from within you, something that makes your heart sing and your soul dance. When you have a goal that truly speaks to you, it becomes a burning desire, a passion that drives you forward. And that is the fuel you need to keep going when the going gets tough. Next, a clear and specific goal is something that is well defined. It is not vague or ambiguous. It is not, I want to be rich or I want to be successful. Those are great aspirations, but they are not specific enough. A clear and specific goal is something like, I want to make $100,000 in the next year, or I want to start my own business and have it running successfully within the next 6 months. These goals have a specific target and a specific timeline, making them easier to work towards. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Jim, what if I don't know what my goal is? What if I don't have a burning desire or a clear vision? Well, my friends, I have a simple answer for you. Start with what you know. You may not know exactly what you want to achieve, but you do know what you don't want. Use that as a starting point. Write down all the things you don't want in your life and then flip it. For example, if you don't want to be in debt, your goal could be, I want to be financially free and have no debt. The key is to start somewhere and keep refining your goal as you go along. Remember, a goal is not set in stone, and it can change as you grow and evolve. Now let's talk about the power of specificity. When your goal is specific, you know exactly what you are working towards. You have a clear target, and you can break it down into smaller, achievable steps. This brings me to my next point. A clear and specific goal is also measurable. You need to be able to track your progress and see how far you have come. This not only helps you stay motivated, but it also allows you to make adjustments if needed. For example, if your goal is to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, you can track your progress by weighing yourself every week. If you see that you are not on track, you can make changes to your diet or exercise routine to get back on track. But if your goal is vague, like, I want to lose weight, how will you know if you have achieved it? How will you know if you are making progress or not? The next aspect of a clear and specific goal is that it is achievable. Now, I am not saying that you should limit yourself or set small goals, but your goal should be something that is within your reach, something that you can realistically achieve with hard work and dedication. If your goal is too big or unrealistic, you will only end up feeling discouraged and demotivated. It is important to challenge yourself, but it is equally important to set achievable goals. And finally, a clear and specific goal is time-bound. Time is our most valuable resource, and we need to use it wisely. When you have a deadline for your goal, it creates a sense of urgency and pushes you to take action. It is easy to procrastinate when you don't have a deadline, but when you know that you only have a certain amount of time to achieve your goal, you are more likely to take action and make the most of your time. So, my friends, to have an unstoppable mindset, you need to set clear and specific goals. Goals that are well-defined, measurable, achievable, and time-bound. Goals that come from within you and ignite a burning desire in your heart. With a clear and specific goal, your mind becomes focused and unstoppable. You will have a sense of purpose and direction, and you will be able to overcome any obstacles that come your way. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about a truth as old as time itself, yet as fresh as the morning dew. The undeniable fact that for every achievement, for every piece of success, for every moment of joy, there is a price to be paid. You must pay the price. Now, this isn't about money. No, it's about something far more valuable. It's about the currency of effort, time, dedication, and the will to push through when every fiber of your being says, I've had enough. Have you ever asked yourself, what makes the difference in the quality of people's lives? Why do some seem to effortlessly climb the mountains of their dreams, reaching peaks they were once only able to stare at from the valley below, while others stand still, their dreams like stars, beautiful yet forever out of reach? The answer, my friends, lies in the willingness to pay the price. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What exactly is this price? I'm glad you asked. It's the late nights spent mastering your craft when the world sleeps in comfort. It's the early mornings when the dawn is yet to break and you rise to greet your ambitions. It's the choice to say no to immediate pleasures for the sake of long-term achievements. It's the relentless pursuit of growth, even when growth demands discomfort. Consider for a moment the oak tree. It starts as a small acorn, seemingly insignificant, buried under the weight of the earth. Yet, within it lies a potential mightier than its shell suggests. For it to reach towards the heavens, to become the majestic oak we admire, it must break free from its confines. It pays the price of growth with patience and perseverance through storms and seasons, never ceasing to push upwards and outwards. So I ask you, are you willing to be like the oak? Are you prepared to invest the effort, to dedicate the time, to endure the pain, and to embrace the sacrifices required to turn your dreams into your reality? This, my friends, is the price we must all decide to pay. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Paying the price is no easy feat. There will be days when your energy falters, when your spirit wanes, and when your resolve is tested. You might even question if it's worth it. To that I say, look around at those who've achieved greatness in any field. Was it handed to them? Did they find success like a four-leaf clover at their feet? No. They paid the price in full, up front, and without a discount. And here's the beautiful part. The price is not a punishment. It's an investment. An investment in yourself, in your future, in the legacy you wish to leave behind. Every step taken in the direction of your dreams, no matter how small, is a payment towards a life of fulfillment. Remember, the most valuable assets you have at your disposal are your time, your mind, and your willpower. So, how do you start? Begin with a commitment. A commitment to excellence, to never settling for less than your best. To define what success looks like for you. Not your neighbor, not your friends, not society's picture of success, but yours. And once you have that vision clear in your mind, embrace the work required to make it a reality. Reflect on this. In the grand tapestry of your life, what patterns do you wish to weave? What colors do you want to shine through? The threads of our lives are dyed in the colors of our actions and choices. So, choose actions that align with your highest aspirations. Make choices that reflect your unwavering commitment to your dreams. As we move forward today, I encourage you to think deeply about the price you're willing to pay for the dreams you hold dear. Understand that the path to achievement is paved with trials, but also with triumphs. Know that each challenge overcome is a deposit in your bank of resilience. Each failure a lesson in persistence, and every sacrifice a step closer to your summit. Let us embark on this path not with trepidation, but with determination, not with fear, but with courage, knowing that the price paid in dedication and hard work is the key that unlocks the door to our highest potential. To truly pay the price, you must first embrace discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and their achievement. It's easy to be excited in the beginning when your dream is fresh in your mind, shining brightly, full of promise. But as time goes on, that shine might begin to dim under the weight of daily responsibilities and unforeseen challenges. That's where discipline comes into play. It's about doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it, especially. But let me ask you, have you ever felt the satisfaction of completing a task that required every ounce of your willpower to start? There's a certain sweetness in the exhaustion that comes from hard work, a unique fulfillment in looking back at the hurdles you've overcome. That, my friends, is the reward of discipline. It compounds like interest, turning small actions into massive achievements over time. Now let's talk about resilience. Life in its infinite wisdom will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path that seem insurmountable. You'll face setbacks, rejections, and failures. Yes, failures, but here's what I want you to remember. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every failure carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. The question is, are you willing to look for it? Are you prepared to learn, adapt, and try again? Resilience is standing in the face of adversity and saying, I am stronger than this challenge. I will learn from this. I will grow. It's about understanding that every no brings you one step closer to a yes. That every closed door may just lead you to a path you would have missed otherwise. This resilience, this unwavering faith in your journey, is a price worth paying. And what about the joy of learning? The endless pursuit of knowledge, the hunger to know more today than you did yesterday, to be better tomorrow than you are today. This is a price that demands you remain a perpetual student, humble in the awareness that no matter how much you know, there's always more to learn. It's finding delight in the discovery of new ideas, new skills. It's understanding that the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. Lastly, let's talk about the ultimate price, the joy of achieving your dreams. Imagine for a moment reaching that peak you've been climbing towards, feeling the weight of your sacrifices, your discipline, your resilience, and your learning fuse into a moment of pure triumph. This joy isn't just about the achievement itself. It's about who you've become in the process, the strength you've discovered within yourself, the confidence you've built, and the knowledge that no dream will ever be too big for you to chase. So as we stand here today on the brink of possibility, I urge you to ask yourself, what price am I willing to pay for my dreams? Am I ready to embrace discipline, to build resilience, to commit to lifelong learning, and to savor the joy of achievement? Remember, the price may be steep, but the rewards are immeasurable. In our expedition towards achieving our dreams, embracing challenges head-on is not just an option. It's a necessity. Why? You might ask. Because challenges are not merely obstacles in our path. They are opportunities to grow, to stretch beyond our perceived limits, and to mold ourselves into the individuals capable of conquering our aspirations. The price of facing challenges is steep, filled with uncertainty and discomfort, yet it's a currency that enriches our journey with invaluable lessons and unmatched strength. Consider for a moment the metaphor of the butterfly. Before it can soar in all its splendor, it must first struggle to break free from the confines of its cocoon. This struggle, though seemingly cruel, is essential. Without it, the butterfly would never develop the strength needed for survival. Similarly, the challenges you face are not barriers to your success, but are, in fact, shaping you into the person who will achieve those very successes. The price, then, is the struggle, the perseverance, and the refusal to back down in the face of adversity. Yet, what of patience in this journey? Patience. The silent sentinel that guards the gates of success. In a world that prizes speed and immediate results, Patience stands as a testament to the power of enduring commitment. Paying the price for your dreams often means walking a path paved with slow progress and painstaking setbacks. It's about planting a tree under whose shade you may never sit, understanding that the fruits of your labor will one day flourish, perhaps even beyond your time. Patience teaches us to appreciate the journey, to find joy in the gradual unfolding of our capabilities, and to trust in the timing of our lives. It asks of us to keep watering the seeds of our dreams without knowing exactly when they will sprout. This price, the price of patience, is perhaps one of the hardest to pay. It demands faith in the unseen, belief in the process, and trust in ourselves. But how do we cultivate such patience? Start by setting your sights not just on the destination, but on each step of the journey. Celebrate the small victories, learn from the setbacks, and remind yourself that great achievements are not born overnight. They are the culmination of consistent effort, unwavering faith, and, yes, patient endurance. And as you embark on this journey, equipped with discipline, resilience, a love for learning, and an embrace of challenges and patience. Remember this: the ultimate price you pay is not measured by the struggles you endure, but by the depth of satisfaction you find in reaching your pinnacle. It's measured in the moments when you realize that every sacrifice was worth it, every challenge was a teacher, and every step was a story of your unwavering commitment to your dreams. As we journey forward, embracing the essence of patience and the rigor of challenges, let's unfold another layer of our expedition toward greatness. This layer speaks to the heart of every dreamer, every striver, and every individual who dares to look beyond the horizon. It's about the power of vision and the relentless pursuit of purpose. Vision, my friends, is the beacon that guides us through the darkest nights. It's the architect of our future, crafted not from the bricks and mortar of the world as it is, but from the hopes and dreams of what it could be. To pay the price for your dreams, you must first dare to envision them in vivid color against the backdrop of the monochrome mundane. The price of vision is the courage to dream in the face of skepticism, to plan where there is uncertainty, and to act when action seems futile. But what is vision without the relentless pursuit of purpose? Purpose is the compass that navigates us through the stormy seas, the wind that propels our sails toward the destination we yearn to reach. It is the why behind our what? The core essence that fuels our passion and perseverance. The price of pursuing purpose is often steep, demanding from us a commitment to tread paths uncharted, to scale heights unreached, and to forge depths unexplored. Now, let me weave you a tale of two travelers, both setting out under the same starlit sky, each carrying a lantern to light their way. The first traveler holds his lantern close, focusing only on the steps directly ahead. He moves cautiously, avoiding pitfalls, yet his journey is slow, and the beauty of the landscape around him goes unnoticed. His vision is limited to the immediate, his purpose undefined. The second traveler, however, lifts his lantern high, casting light far ahead. His steps are bold, confident, and though he too encounters pitfalls, he sees them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to climb higher. His vision is vast, encompassing the beauty of the journey and the promise of the destination. His purpose is clear: to reach beyond, to discover, to achieve. Be like the second traveler. Lift your lantern high. Let your vision illuminate the path to your dreams, and let your purpose give you the strength to overcome the challenges that lie in wait. The journey will demand much from you. It will ask you to believe when others doubt, to work when others rest, to persist when others quit. But the arrival, when you finally stand atop the mountain of your aspirations, when you gaze upon the vista of your victories, know this: the view's worth every step, every stumble, every sacrifice. The joy of achieving your dreams, of realizing your vision, and of fulfilling your purpose is a feeling unparalleled. It is a testament to your courage, a monument to your commitment, and a beacon for others who dare to dream. Imagine this journey we're all on, trying to reach our big dreams and goals. It's kind of like going on a big adventure where we face lots of challenges and learn a whole lot on the way. But there's a super important part of this adventure that sometimes we forget. It's about helping others and being part of a team. Think of it like this. You know how one tree standing alone is cool and all, but a whole forest of trees, that's something else. It's beautiful, strong, and supports so much life. Just like that tree, our greatest moments come not from just standing tall on our own, but from growing alongside others, giving them a hand, and making a difference together. So what does it really mean to be part of a community and to give back? It's about remembering that we're all connected. It's realizing that when you help someone else, you're not just doing them a favor. You're making the whole team stronger. Stepping out can be big stuff, like starting a project that helps lots of people, or it can be as simple as being kind, listening to a friend, or sharing what you've learned. And you know, giving back is one of the best parts of reaching your goals. It's like when you've climbed to the top of a huge hill and get to look back and see how far you've come. That's awesome, right? But what's even more awesome is turning around and reaching out to help someone else up that hill too. That way, everyone gets to enjoy the view together. Imagine if we all did this, shared our successes, helped each other out, and cheered each other on. We'd be like a giant team where everyone wins. When one of us does well, we all feel good about it. And when someone's having a tough time, we all pitch in to help. That's what makes the journey worth it. Not just the stuff we achieve for ourselves, but the difference we make in each other's lives. Imagine this as you've reached your big goal, the one you've been dreaming about and working so hard for. Feels great, doesn't it? But the adventure doesn't stop there. The real magic happens when you turn around and help someone else get to their big dream too. That's like doubling your win. Now, why is this so important? Well, think about it. When you help someone, not only do you make their day better, but you also feel pretty awesome yourself. It's like when you share your lunch with a friend who forgot theirs. You both end up smiling, right? Helping others is a win-win. But how can you do this? It's easier than you might think. Start small. Maybe you're really good at math and you've got a friend who's struggling. Spend some time showing them how you tackle those tricky problems. Or perhaps you're a whiz at building model airplanes and you see someone who's new to it looking a bit lost. Why not share some of your top tips? Remember, it's not about doing something huge every single time. It's the little moments of kindness and sharing what you know that add up and make a big difference. And the cool thing is, the more you share, the more you learn too. It's like when you teach someone something, you get even better at it yourself. Plus, you never know when you might need a hand. And there's a good chance someone will be there to help you out because you helped them. Now imagine if everyone did this. Think about how many more people would reach their dreams faster and with a big smile on their face. We'd all be part of this awesome cycle of giving and receiving help, making the journey a lot more fun and rewarding for everyone. So as you keep chasing your dreams, remember to look around and see who you can bring along with you. Share your knowledge, lend a hand, and celebrate not just your successes, but everyone's. That's how we all grow and win together. So you're on this journey, right? You've got goals, dreams, and all these awesome places you want to reach. But here's a cool thought. Along the way, you're going to cross paths with a whole bunch of other folks. Some of them might be a little lost or struggling to find their way. This is your chance to shine, not just for you, but for them too. Now, imagine you're walking through a big, dense forest, your journey to your dreams. It's beautiful, but it's easy to get lost. Now, suppose you've got a map that helps you find your way. You could keep that map to yourself and just cruise on through, or you could share it with others you meet along the way. When you share that map, not only do you help others get where they're going, but you might also learn a few new shortcuts from them. Plus, the journey's a lot more fun when you've got company. But here's the thing. Sharing your map, your skills, knowledge, and time isn't always easy. It takes effort. Sometimes you might need to go a bit out of your way to help someone else. But every time you do, you're adding a little more goodness to the world. And goodness has a way of coming back to you, often when you least expect it but need it the most. Let's talk about what this helping out can look like. It could be as simple as being there to listen when someone needs to talk. Maybe a friend's feeling down about not making the team, and you're there to remind them of all the other cool stuff they're great at. Or perhaps it's about sharing your excitement about something you love, like painting, coding, skateboarding, or anything else. When you light up talking about your passion, you might just spark something in someone else. They might think, hey, I want to try that too. And you know what? The more you share, the more you open yourself up to learning new things. It's like every person you help teaches you something in return. Maybe it's a new way to solve a problem, a different perspective on the world, or even just a cool new book recommendation. But here's a really important point. Helping others and sharing your journey isn't just about making things better for them. It's also about making you a better, stronger, more rounded person. It's like each act of kindness or moment of teaching adds a new tool to your toolbox, a tool you can use on your own journey. Now, let's dream big for a moment. Picture a world where everyone's sharing their maps, where everyone's lifting each other up. That's a world where dreams don't just stay dreams. They turn into reality, and then they set the stage for even bigger dreams. It's a world where we're not just reaching for the stars alone. We're building ladders together so we can all climb up. So as you move forward, chasing after what you want most, remember, your journey is about more than just where you're going. It's about who you bring along with you, the lives you touch, the people you inspire, and the community you build. Every step you take, every hand you extend, every piece of knowledge you share, it all adds up. It turns your journey into something legendary, something that's about more than just you. It's a beautiful, never-ending cycle of giving, growing, and reaching new heights together. And that, my friends, is the real magic of this adventure we're all on. As we embrace the concept of sharing our journey and lifting others alongside us, let's delve into the power of community even further. Imagine each of us as individual lights, like stars in the vast sky. Alone we shine. Together we illuminate the heavens, guiding lost ships to shore. This is the essence of building a community where every individual contributes to a collective brightness that outshines the sum of its parts. Consider the impact of collaboration. When we pool our talents, knowledge, and resources, we tackle challenges more creatively and effectively than we ever could alone. It's like a potluck dinner where each person brings a dish to share. Alone, you might have a decent meal, but together, you have a feast. This collaboration extends beyond sharing food. It's about sharing ideas, dreams, and the work required to make them a reality. The price of admission to this feast is your willingness to participate, contribute, and engage with an open heart. Now, let's talk about the ripple effect of kindness and mentorship. Imagine you've helped someone understand a concept they've been struggling with. You've not only solved their immediate problem, but also boosted their confidence. This newfound confidence empowers them to tackle the next challenge more boldly, and perhaps to extend a helping hand to someone else in need. Your single act of kindness has started a wave that reaches far beyond the initial gesture, multiplying its impact. But why stop there? Imagine leveraging technology to amplify our ability to connect, share, and support each other. Online platforms can serve as global communities where knowledge, resources, and encouragement are exchanged freely across borders. Here, the potential for growth, learning, and impact is boundless. Your story, your insights, or even your simple words of encouragement can reach corners of the globe you've never visited, touching lives you've never met. Yet in this digital age, let's not forget the power of real-world connections. The magic that happens when people meet face-to-face, share experiences, or work together on a community project, that's irreplaceable. It's the warmth of a shared laugh, the strength found in a supportive hug, and the energy of collective brainstorming. These moments remind us that while our digital communities are powerful, our physical communities are the bedrock of our human experience. As we venture forth, building and nurturing our communities, both online and offline, let's strive to create spaces where everyone feels valued, heard, and empowered. Let's commit to being not just members of these communities, but active contributors and caretakers. The beauty of this approach is that as we help others grow, we find ourselves growing in ways we never anticipated. We become more empathetic, more creative, and more connected to the world around us. Each of us holds a piece of the puzzle. Alone, it might not seem like much, but when combined with the pieces held by those around us, a beautiful picture starts to emerge. This is the essence of our shared journey. The belief that when one person grows, we all grow. When one person learns, the wisdom enriches us all. Think about the profound impact of sharing not just our successes, but our failures and the lessons they've taught us. It's in our vulnerabilities that we often find our greatest strengths and connect most deeply with others. By sharing the times we've stumbled, the obstacles we faced, and how we've overcome them, we light a path for others who might be facing similar challenges. This openness, this willingness to show our full journey is a gift of hope and encouragement to those who might feel alone in their struggles. Now, let's consider the role of mentors and mentees in this shared journey. Just as a gardener tends to their garden, nurturing each plant to bloom in its own time, a mentor guides their mentees, providing wisdom, support, and encouragement tailored to their unique needs and aspirations. But remember, the relationship between a mentor and a mentee is not a one-way street. It's a mutual exchange where both parties learn and grow. The mentee brings fresh perspectives, energy, and questions that challenge the mentor to reflect, learn, and perhaps even rethink long-held beliefs. Moreover, embracing lifelong learning as a cornerstone of personal development is crucial. The world around us is ever-changing, filled with new ideas, technologies, and opportunities. By committing ourselves to constant learning, we stay adaptable, curious, and open to the endless possibilities that life offers. This commitment to growth becomes infectious, inspiring those around us to embark on their own journeys of discovery and self-improvement. But what does it truly mean to live a life of growth, learning, and sharing? It means waking up each day with a sense of curiosity about what the day will bring and what new lessons await. It's about setting aside time to reflect on our experiences, to savor the joys, to learn from the pains, and to plan our next steps with intention. It's about reaching out to others, not just to offer help, but to seek it, recognizing that we all have something valuable to learn from one another. As we move forward, let's do so with the understanding that our individual successes are not the end goal, but rather stepping stones toward a greater purpose. This purpose is to contribute to a world where knowledge, compassion, and opportunity flow freely, where barriers are broken down, and where dreams are not just personal aspirations, but collective endeavors. This, my friends, is the essence of the journey we're on. A journey that transcends individual achievement and weaves together a tapestry of shared success, growth, and legacy. So let's continue to walk this path together with open hearts and open minds, ever ready to learn, to share, and to